Talking about Northland Power today, NPI on Toronto Stock Exchange. And this is the Monday, I want to make sure you got the date because it does matter. Monday, March 2nd. This is kind of like the week after the stock market crash from the coronavirus. We talked about Microsoft already in another video, and now we're going to talk about Northland. And it came up for an unusual reason. At least I thought so. I mean, the market's rebounding. There's lots of ideas that are doing well today. Lots of stocks are doing well, and Microsoft is one of them. And you know, Apple's doing well, and the typical stocks you would think would do well. Northland and a bunch of renewable energy companies are up more than I would have expected. So that just kind of caught my eye, and I thought, well, it's a good time to do Northern. And we've done Interjex just last week at Interjex Renewables, or 2 weeks ago, excuse me. And Quebec Hydro was putting in an investment in there. The stock was up like 16-17%. We did one on Brookfield Renewables. That's up 7% today almost. And I just noticed like a lot of these renewable energies were bubbling up to the top of our performance in our portfolios. So to give you an idea, let me just pop over to some of our portfolios that we track, and I hope you can read that there. I'm having trouble from my angle, but I think you should be able to see it. As I said, this is our Canadian and U.S. kind of nicely blended portfolio. Lots of different ideas, different sectors. You got Apple, that's fine, doing well. Jazz Pharmaceutical, Church and Dwight, and then NextEra Energy. That's a renewables energy company. Eaton, that's an interesting one because that's an electric components maker, so it's kind of related to renewable energy. Algonquin Power, that's renewable energy. Northland Power, renewable energy. And that's just that one portfolio. If we flip over to dividends, the very best one is actually Brookfield Renewables. Again, NextEra, which we like. Eaton, I just talked about. Algonquin. I mean, a lot of renewables are getting attention today. So I don't think there's particularly anything in the news other than, lots of stocks are rebounding, and these are good stocks. It could have a minor thing to do with the election, that Bernie's starting to do well. He's definitely, Green New Deal, and these stocks should do well under that environment, but they're going to do well anyways. If you notice, energy stocks are terrible, like oil and gas, and it's a just disaster. No matter what you want and what you believe in, renewable energy is coming. Whether you believe in climate change or not, renewable energy is coming. And these stocks are starting to act really well. So here's Northern Power, and you can see stock's just been kind of marching up and to the right, a little bit of a staircase. It's not straight up, but nice staircase up, hardly ever coming down. Return on capital for a utility, this is better than most utilities. We're already at 7-8%. Usually they're 4s and 5s, so that's fantastic. Growing the business, you can see growing the capital, that's the bottom chart. So you're growing the capital and still getting those good returns for a utility. Undervalued, I mean, everything looks good. The yield is 3.85%. Let's look at the dividend history. And you see, the past wasn't great in terms of the cash flow. That's the green, and the bottom is the actual dividend. This top one is it more of a quarterly view. This one's more of an annual view. So now you see as the cash flow's, creeping up nicely, more than creeping up, and we see a nice dividend yield and a payout ratio that's very sustainable. There's just a lot of good things to say about Northland Power. It's not gonna blow you out of the water, but I take these kind of stocks all the time. I love this kind of just march forward slowly but surely, collect a dividend, a little bit more capital appreciation as well. Undervalued. I mean, this is my kind of stock. So Northland Power, NPI, Toronto Stock Exchange. Let's give it a market cap before we exit here. 5.6 billion, so it's a decent size as well. There you go. Thanks for watching our investment video. If you want to improve your portfolio returns, simply subscribe. Or if you're an investment advisor or retail investor and you want help with your portfolio more directly, we can help you with a managed account and manage each and every trade for you.